snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hi guys! So I'm here today to do my wrap up for the month of August. It's only the 28th of August today, but I need to film this now because I'm going to my dad's for the weekend. So I may finish one or two books more, but I have already finished 25 books, short stories and graphic novels. So I'm pretty happy with how the month has gone. I think Booktubeathon definitely spurred me on to read a fair amount, and after that I was on a bit of a reading kick for quite a while, so I did do a lot of reading this month. Because of this, and because I've done reviews for absolutely everything that I've read, because I always do, what I'm going to do from now on is I'm going to change up how I do my wrap-ups. I'm basically going to try and make it a little bit more snappy so that you guys don't have to sit and watch me say the same thing over and over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose like my top 3 or 4 or 5 of the month, depending on how many good ones there's been, and I'm going to talk to you guys about those ones a little bit more detail just to get you to go and watch the reviews I've done of them. And then the rest of the books that I've read, I'm going to just give you guys the star rating that I gave them, and then you can go and check out the reviews if you want any more information, because I have done reviews for all of them, and if they're not up already they will be in the next few days, so you will see them coming out very, very soon. Yeah, I will put links to them down below as well so that you guys can go and check them out. So I'm going to try out this new format and you guys can let me know if it works for you, and hopefully it'll be a little bit quicker than the way that I normally do things and just save me and you a little bit of time in terms of not repeating myself and not getting you all bored waiting for me to say the same thing over and over. So let's get started. The first book I read was The Fair Fight by Anna Freeman. I gave this a 4.5 stars. It's her debut. It's great. I then read my first Cameron Hurley, which is God's War, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Really, really enjoyed it. Very original. Then I read The Wicked and the Divine Volume 2, which is called Fandemonium. This is by Gillian McKelvey, Wilson and Cowles. This one is one of the ones I'm going to recommend that you guys check out my review for, and you just read this series. I adored this. It was fantastic. I loved the first one in the series. I thought it was excellent. The artwork within is just phenomenal and very, very beautiful, and I just adored it. There were some great, great moments within this, and the ending was killer. Just a killer ending. I loved it. It was superb in every way. I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Of course, I would highly recommend it. I think it's probably the favourite of all of the graphic novels that I've read this month, and I've read a lot, so that is high, high praise. But yeah, definitely check out my review for this one or the first one in this series. Both of them are non-spoiler, but this was amazing and I would highly recommend it. So this would be one of my suggestions that you guys should definitely check out. Next, I read Nimona, which is by Noelle Stevenson. This is a kids graphic novel. It's based off of a web series and I loved it. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Volume 3 in the Sandman Chronicles, which is by Neil Gaiman. This one is called Dream Country. It's kind of a collection of issues that don't necessarily move the plot forward that much, but are just really, really great, and I really enjoyed this. It's probably my favourite of them so far, so I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. Then I picked up Alex and Ada by Jonathan Luna and Sarah Vaughan, and this one is the first volume. I gave this a 4.5. It's about a human and an android, and it's just fantastic. Then I picked up the second one in the Burton and Swinburne series by Mark Hodder. This one is The Curious Case of the Clockwork Man. I loved it. It was just as awesome as the first. The whole idea is just fantastic, and I gave it a 4.5 stars. It's so good, guys. Read this one. It's so good. The series is just so good. You should read it. You guys should all read it. Then I read Lazarus Volume 2, which is by Rucker, Lark and Arcus, and I really enjoyed this. Not quite as much as the first volume, but I still thought it was good. 4.5 stars. Then I read Sidekick Volume 1. Really wasn't a fan of this. Only gave it a 2 out of 5 stars. Just not my thing. Then I finished up reading Stephen Erickson's The Bone Hunters, which is a chunky book, biggest book I've ever read, and I really did enjoy this one, even though it was a massive, so I gave this a 4.5. Now we come to another of the books that I really highly want to urge you to go and check out and read, because it is so good, and this is The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I was sent this by Hot Escape. It is such an original, exciting, beautifully written, fantastic character-based story with some really interesting ideas on sexuality, gender, deformities, and just race relations, and all sorts of very cool things are involved in this in some way. It's also just a kick-ass story to go along with that. It's just so good. So if you're going to watch any of my reviews on anything, best sci-fi book I've ever read. It really, really is. Check out the review for this one that I did. It's amazing. 5 out of 5 stars. Then I read Rocket Girl Volume 1, which I liked the artwork for a lot more than the story, and so I ended up giving this a 3 out of 5 stars. Then I picked up Peter Panzerfaust Volume 1, which is by Curtis J. Wiebe and Tyler Jenkins, and I picked this up on a recommendation from Chelsea. Really enjoyed it. Kind of wacky. It's a war-based Peter Pan retelling, and I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Really, really fun. Then I read 10 Grand Volume 1, which I enjoyed the story of, but really didn't like the artwork change. Halfway through, the artwork changes, and so I only could give this a 3.5 stars. Then I finished up The Golden Fool, which is by Robin Hobb. I really, really enjoyed this. I thought it was a step up from the first one in the Tawny Man series. There were some great things hinted at to come, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It was just awesome, amazing, had some great, great moments to it, so I would highly recommend anything by Robin Hobb. Just make sure you start at the beginning so you don't get spoiled by reading this series first. Read the Farseer books before this one. Then I read FBP Volume 1, which I only gave 1 star to. I got really bored, I did not like the artwork, just really wasn't for me, so wouldn't recommend that one. Next I read Volume 3 of Lazarus, which is again by Rucker, Lark and Arcus, and I loved this one. It was so good, so much better than the second one, even though I enjoyed the second, and the first one was fabulous. This was definitely even more fabulous than the first, so I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. It was awesome. Highly recommend Lazarus as a series. Then I read Station 11, which I read on my Kindle, and I had a bit of a mixed relationship with this one. I liked elements of it and I didn't like other elements, so I ended up giving this a 3.5 out of 5 stars. We have done a live show where we discussed some of the books that we read in August for the Booktube SFF Awards, one of which was Station 11, so I'll put a link to that down below as well, which you guys can check out because the live show was a lot of fun and we had a great time doing it. I think it's in 2 parts, so I'll put a link to both parts down below. Next I read Fool's Fate, which is by Robin Hobb. It is the 3rd and final one in the Tawny Man series. I love this book. It's my favourite ever book. It's phenomenal. It's fantastic. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It's sad. It's heart-wrenching. It's devastating. It's so good, guys. It is perfection. It is perfection. It's my favourite ever book. My favourite ever book, guys. Best book I've ever read. Loved it. So, so phenomenal. And yeah, 5 out of 5 stars, although I would give it hundreds of stars if I could. And I would highly recommend that you guys check out some of my reviews for Robin Hobb. If you've not read any Robin Hobb, please go and read some. Either start with Farseer or with the live ships, it's up to you, but definitely read something by her because she is phenomenal as a writer and I love her, so yeah. 5 out of 5 stars for this one, and I've done a review which you guys should check out. Next I picked up Uprooted by Naomi Novik. I did this as a buddy read and we had some really mixed opinions. It's kind of fairy tale-esque, but it does suffer from a lack of characterisation and development in my opinion. So even though I really did enjoy some of it, I could only give it a 3 out of 5 stars. Then I read The Meeker and the All-Seeing Eye, which is one of the picks for Booktube SFF Awards next month, September, and I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. It's a really quick, short story, easy to get through, and I really enjoyed it, so definitely check out my review for that and The Strange Library. Which brings me on to the fact that the next one I read was The Strange Library by Haruki Murakami. This one I also really enjoyed. This one is illustrated, and again it's a short story, so again it didn't take me very long to read at all. It is kind of weird, it's kind of crazy, it's kind of very Haruki Murakami, and I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars, so I did enjoy it a lot. I then read Towers of Midnight, which is by Brandon Sanderson and Robert Jordan. This is the 13th one in Wheel of Time. So good, definitely focused on Perrin as the main character and made him awesome again. Gave this a 5 out of 5 stars. Next I have another one that I would highly recommend you guys checking out the review for and then checking out the book. This is Lumberjanes. It is by Noelle Stevenson and it's called Beware the Kitten Holy. It's volume 1. It's fantastic. I was very kindly sent this by Chelsea from the Reading Outlaw, who I'll put a link to below. She kindly sent this to me from America, so she is a babe and I love her, and she just, this book, guys, it's so good. I love the artwork. It's bright, it's fun, it's all about kind of girl guiding and summer camp and just having a blast. It is a PG novel, so you can read it with kids. It's got some really imaginative things. Every issue starts with a little badge that the people in it have earned, and it's just amazing. I absolutely adored this, and I cannot wait for volume 2 to come out, so really exciting, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 stars, of course. And the final book that I read in the month of August is More Weird Things Customers Say in Bookshops by Jen Campbell. This is a really short book about weird things that customers say in bookshops, and it's very easy to get through. I gave this a 3 out of 5 stars. Very fun, very light, and I love Jen as a person. She's lovely, so I'll put a link to her booktube channel down below for you guys to check her out as well. Those are all of the books that I have read this month. I read a lot. Some of them are really chunky, some of them are not as chunky, some of them are short stories, and some of them are graphic novels. I would love to hear what you guys have read that I mentioned or what you're looking forward to reading, and also let me know if you like the new format where I tell you like 3 or 4 books that I really would recommend and then just tell you the star ratings for the rest of them in a short sentence, because I think that's working better for me, and I think that will give you guys the chance to go and check out the reviews as opposed to me just repeating myself in the wrap-up. So I think it's what I'm going to try and do from now on, but let me know if that works for you guys and if you're enjoying it. There are a few books that I'm currently reading, but I will tell you guys about them in my next wrap-up if I do end up finishing them before the end of the month. So thank you guys for watching. Let me know all of your thoughts and comments down below, and I will chat to you all soon in another video. Bye! Me and you gonna have a little chat.